Leaders from some of America's biggest trade partners are speaking out, while some of the country's closest allies are now getting ready to respond. This comes after President Trump announced that starting next week, a 25% tariff will be placed on all cars brought into the United States. Just look at how many car companies this will affect. Foreign and domestic car makers are all listed together on the same screen. That's because many foreign auto brands actually build their cars in the U.S., even though they still rely on parts made overseas. These shocking developments are shaking the base of the American car industry. 3 of Japan's top auto companies, Toyota, Honda, and Nissan, are now taking steps that could risk more than 390,000 American jobs. What once stood as a strong industrial bond between the U.S. and Japan is now falling apart, and some are calling it a betrayal. As tensions rise over changes in production, automation, and global competition, the choices being made in Tokyo are sending a wave of concern across American towns that have depended on these companies for many years. It all started quietly. First, they reduced some shifts. Then, a few departments were closed. But soon, the big picture became clear when all 3 companies shared their plans to change their operations in the U.S. Instead of investing more in American plants, they are now putting their money and factories in countries with lower labor costs and growing markets like Mexico, Thailand, and even some areas in Eastern Europe. Full production lines are being moved, supplier agreements are being changed, and American workers are being let go. Towns in states like Ohio, Kentucky, Alabama, and Indiana, places where these car factories have been major sources of jobs, are now facing economic troubles. These moves aren't just about business decisions. They show a much bigger shift where making more profit has become more important than keeping strong partnerships. Even after getting billions in tax breaks and enjoying strong sales in the U.S., for decades, these companies are now turning away from the American workers who helped make their success possible. The feeling of betrayal is growing, not just among factory workers, but also in Washington. Lawmakers are trying to figure out how this could happen while they were in charge. Former President Donald Trump has been one of the loudest voices against the automakers' decisions. In a social media post, he strongly criticized Toyota, Honda, and Nissan for what he called turning their backs on American workers. He said they used the U.S. market to grow, only to leave when it no longer suited them. He also warned that these moves would face serious consequences. Supporters of Trump are now pushing for tariffs, financial penalties, and even a ban on future benefits for any foreign automaker that cuts back on its U.S. presence. Economists are raising red flags, too. They say this could be the start of a dangerous pattern. If more industries begin moving jobs overseas due to high U.S. costs and political risks, millions of American jobs could disappear in the years to come. And it's not just factory jobs in danger. The entire network that supports these factories is at risk. Shipping companies, local parts suppliers, repair crews, tech teams, and even small restaurants near the plants rely on these jobs. When one plant shuts down, it can cause problems throughout the whole area. Right now, it's clear the American car industry is going through a major crisis. While U.S. car makers fight to stay in business and foreign ones begin to pull back, America's role as a global manufacturing leader is beginning to fade. The possible loss of 390,000 jobs is not just a big number. It's a serious warning. It's a moment to pay attention, to take action, and to protect what's left. If leaders don't move quickly, this could be just the start of something even more damaging. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.